Recognizing the difference between when someone values you or when someone just desires you can save you a lot of heartache. Several years ago, this meme started going around social media that said, just because someone desires you doesn't mean they value you. Now, this is a really important topic, not just after narcissistic abuse, because obviously narcissists and other manipulators don't really value you. They just desire you, or they desire what you have. I think this is even more of an issue in today's world because it's like there's this epidemic of the disease of materialism. Now, materialism could be about money, about stuff, about status, and about the flesh, like human flesh. And while none of those things are bad, and there's nothing wrong with having all of those things or even desiring those things, that's okay as long as it's part of a big picture, as long as that's just one layer of your reality. But the problem, I think, in society is that so many people are locked into that materialism perspective that that's all that matters to them. When there's a focus on the superficial, but without the depth of the real also being present, that's when there's a problem. A relationship that has value without desire is just a platonic friendship. There's no passion, there's no desire there. A relationship that has desire without value is just a hookup. It's a casual relationship. There's nothing deeper there. A relationship that has desire and value, that's the magic sauce. So now I want to give you several parameters of what it will look like, the things that will show up when you're in a relationship, a friendship, etc., but especially in dating and relationships when someone desires you but doesn't value you. Number one, you're a dime a dozen. That means they might see you and desire your money, your stuff, your status, your body, but they want that from a lot of other people. They desire that from a lot of other people. So you're not really all that important. They don't value you. You don't matter to them because there's so many other sources of that out there. Number two, you're never going to be a priority because the priority is on money, stuff, status, flesh, and that is interchangeable. There's always going to be another person who has that exact thing that you have that they desire. Number three, you're going to sacrifice your self-worth in order to maintain that relationship, that friendship, that job, if this is happening in your workplace. Because the equation is when you value someone else who doesn't value you, you are going to lose self-worth. It's inevitable. Number four, you're always going to feel jealous because that other person is always going to be looking at other people's stuff, other people's money, other people's flesh. There's going to be comparisons. There's going to be triangulation. There's going to be flaunting that in your face. You know, maybe you're trying to have a conversation and connect meaningfully with that person, and they can't stop flipping through their Instagram feed, looking at half-naked people or looking at cars and houses and things like that they desire. Desire alone will always look for the upgrade. It will always look for something new, for that dopamine hit, and they need more and more in order to increase the intensity to match the same amount of dopamine hits that they were getting before. So you're always going to feel like you're vying for that person's attention. Number five, any relationship based on desire without value will always have trust issues. You're going to always feel paranoid. Are they looking for the next best thing? Are they looking for more things, for new things? You're going to have confusions and doubts. You're going to start to think that your intuition doesn't work because you're going to bring things up and they're going to deny them, but you're seeing what you're seeing. So there's always going to be trust issues. That's not a healthy foundation for a relationship. Number six is you're always going to notice that pattern of the person sweet talking you or seducing you to get your money, your stuff, your status, your body, and then they're gone again. And number seven, desire alone is always temporary. So there might be this rush to have sex, to move in, to share property, things like that. But inevitably, as soon as they get that stuff that they desired from you, they're going to start to take you for granted. So the question you can ask yourself is, are you looking for desire or for value and desire in a relationship? Know your worth in order to recognize when someone else values you. When someone values you, they're actually interested in you. They want to hear what you have to say, and they're not data mining to extract information that they're going to use later. They genuinely want to know about you. A person who values you is not going to be in a hurry to bed you or to get access to your stuff and your money. When you're with someone who values you, you're going to notice a level of dedication instead of distraction. They're not going to be constantly distracted by those materialistic things that are inevitably going to be around in our modern society, where we are bombarded constantly with those digital messages. Does the person have the discipline to not look? It's easy. It's always readily available. You just got to pick up a phone or a computer and there you go. So a person who's capable of valuing you is also capable of self-control. And not only that, but they know their own values. They know what really matters. They know that all of that stuff is fleeting, that none of that is what's really important to them. Someone who values you is willing to spend quality time with you. They're not going to be distracted constantly by their phone, by a handsome man or attractive woman that walks by, or whatever is going on in their Instagram feed. When someone values you, there's definitely not going to be triangulation issues. Now, if you don't know what triangulation is, check the video that I'm going to link up in the corner of the video here. When someone values you, they value your well-being. They value the honesty, the transparency, the communication in your relationship. They're going to be looking for a deep connection with you, not just a superficial connection based on appearances or status or looking good on social media or getting you in bed. In a relationship where two people value each other, they also prioritize each other. They also trust each other. When you're in a relationship with someone who values you, you can have both your self-worth and that relationship. So if you're evaluating your life right now and you're asking yourself, is this real or is this just some material desire? Ask yourself, can I take this with me when I die? Right? You can't take your car, you can't take your house, you can't take anything in your bank account. You can't even take your body or the body of the person that you love. What you can take with you are the feelings, the memories of the experiences that you had in your life. That's what's real. That's the deeper stuff. That's where the value is at. I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, let me know. Hit the like button, leave a comment below. Maybe you have questions about this, discerning value from desire. Maybe you've seen this play out in your relationship with a narcissist or other manipulator, or maybe someone who wasn't even that. They just happened to be part of that materialistic sickness in modern day society. I'm sending you a big hug.